Hello, first graders. Welcome back. This is week 9, day 3. For today's day 3 lesson, you will need your thinking cap, your listening ears, a pencil, your crayons, and your modules 3 and 4 EL workbook. If you don't have your materials gathered, just press pause, then press play when you're ready to learn. Okay, hopefully your materials are gathered. Let's move on to our mystery bird riddle number 2. Just like our last riddle, you will have to listen closely to the clues that are in the riddle to try and decide if this riddle is talking about a bald eagle or a red-tailed hawk. Put your eyes on the word this and try to read along with me. This bird has thick feathers. The feathers help to protect the bird from the hot sun so it does not burn its skin. This bird uses its wings to soar effortlessly through the sky so it can search the ground below for food. This bird's wings are extremely wide. This riddle is a little bit trickier than our previous riddle. The first few sentences could really be about either bird, but there's a sentence at the end that applies more to one bird than the other. Listen as I read the riddle one more time, then we'll count to 3 and we'll name the bird. This bird has thick feathers. The feathers help to protect the bird from the hot sun so it does not burn its skin. This bird uses its wings to soar effortlessly through the sky so it can search the ground below for food. This bird's wings are extremely wide. I'll count to 3. Then when I say go, tell me the name of which bird you think it is, the bald eagle or the red-tailed hawk. 1, 2, 3, go! It's the bald eagle. The first few clues, they could have been either bird, but that last part of the riddle, that's right here. This bird's wings are extremely wide. That's describing an eagle more than a hawk. Hawks have wide wings, but bald eagle's wings are much wider. Spread out your arms like big eagle wings. Stretch. Very good. Hopefully that made you warm up your brain just a little bit to get ready for today's lesson. Now, we have been talking about what we are doing in Unit 3. We have already gone through the first one, which says we must choose a bird to research and find out how that bird's special body parts help it to survive. What bird did you choose to research? Good. Next, we had to draw a scientific picture of your bird. Show me a thumbs up if you've done that. All right, let's look at the next one. Create a riddle about your bird and its body parts, like the riddle you just listened to. We haven't done that one yet. And the last one says, answer a new guiding question. How do different birds use their body parts to survive? Today, we're going to focus on the circled one. Create a riddle about your bird and its body parts, like the riddle you just listened to. Now, in order to create a riddle, you are going to have to do some research about your bird and its body parts. That's what our focus is going to be on today. Researching about our birds so that we can create a riddle. Criteria for a riddle. Since we're ready for our riddle creation, let's look at all the criteria, or the list of things we need to do to create a riddle. First, we need facts. Read that bold word back to me. Facts. Good. Facts from research to teach the reader about two body parts and how they help the bird survive. The next one, adjectives, to help the reader understand the bird body part. First word of each sentence is capitalized. Beginning and ending punctuation. Spelling of bird name and high-frequency words is accurate. Paper is neat, not wrinkled or torn. No scribbles. The words are written on the lines. And lastly, the words are large enough to read. These are all the things that we will have to do when it's time to create a riddle. But we'll focus on just the first one today. Try to read this with me. Facts from research to teach the reader about two body parts and how they help the bird survive. So, researchers, today you will be thinking about your bird and researching two body parts of your bird and how they help the bird survive. For example, if I chose the wood duck, maybe I would talk about how the webbed feet help it paddle in the water, or how the colors of the wood duck help it blend in and camouflage with its environment. That's two body parts and how they help that bird survive. Think about your bird. Do you think you can name two body parts that help that bird to survive? Good. Now, if you're having a hard time thinking about what two body parts to talk about, that's okay, because today our target says I can research information about my expert bird using the Beaks and Feathers class notes. We have been taking notes throughout our entire module, and a lot of those notes are located in your EL workbook. So you can use your EL workbook and the notes that we've taken to go back and see. For example, if you have chosen the hummingbird, we have a whole page in our EL workbook all about the hummingbird. That would be a great place for you to research information about that bird. Here's some other places that you can use to research. What can I use to research? Class notes, your EL workbook. You can ask your grown-up for help. If you have access to this text, use this book to research. And you can use these two workbook pages. Because if you look closely at those photographs, you'll be able to gain information about how that animal uses their body parts. Go ahead and think about your bird. And what two body parts do you know how they use those body parts to survive? Pause the video if you need time to think. Go ahead and share one body part with me. And how does that body part help your bird to survive? Good. Now we want to make sure that we're not making information up, but that we're really finding it from either our past learning or one of these resources. Let's prepare for our independent work. This is where you're going to write down that research. Grab your EL workbook. Go to page 39. You'll know you're there when the page looks like this. If you need more time finding page 39, just press pause. For independent work, you will complete the workbook page. If you don't have your workbook, like always, you can use a plain lined piece of paper. Put your eyes at the top of the page where it says Day 1, Class Notes Research. The first question says, what is your expert bird? Write the name of your bird on the line. This name should be spelt correctly because you chose a bird from these two workbook pages. So you should be able to flip back to pages 36 and 37 to find the name of your bird. Write that name on the line. I'll give you a moment to do so. If you need more time to write the name of your bird on the line, just press pause. Our next question says, what body part helps the bird survive? Pick one body part that helps the bird survive. Write the name of that body part here, like beak, feathers, feet, contour feathers. Next, it says, how does this body part help the bird survive? Write a full sentence telling me how this body part helps the bird survive. At the boxes at the bottom, here you'll do a labeled sketch of the body part using adjectives such as orange webbed feet or pointy black beak. And in the box at the bottom of the page, it says sketch of how the body part helps the bird survive. Show your bird in action using their body part to survive. Finish or complete the rest of this workbook page on your own for independent work. If you need help, just grab a grown-up. I can't wait to see your completed page number 1 of your Expert Bird Research Notebook. I will see you next time. Bye, friends.